How are we going, guys? Welcome to today's video, and today I'm going to tell you to stop chasing fat loss. Yep, that's right, stop chasing fat loss. Now, I do realise a lot of you are going, what are you on about? When a lot of people come to me with a fat loss, weight loss goal, in essence, what they're really saying to me is, James, I want to look better in my clothes on holiday, and I want to feel better about how I feel and how I look at myself. And that might not always be down to starting straight away in a fat loss phase, putting yourself in a deficit and trying to lose body fat that way. What I'd like to discuss with you today is a different method that may ultimately give you the results that you're actually describing to me when you say, I want to lose weight. And what that is don't get caught up with going into a calorie deficit and dieting and that sort of thing. Let's focus on gaining muscle mass, okay? Now, a lot of people hear the word gaining, freak out because they just imagine getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But let's discuss what actually goes on so you've got a better understanding of why this might actually benefit you. So when we say gain muscle mass, we are looking at focusing more of our attention on lifting, free weight training, those big compound lifts that you see in the gym, your squats, your deadlifts, your rows, your presses, and things like that. Now, instead of focusing on dieting down, dropping body fat that way, let's take a minute to get really good at these lifts. Get really good at setting them up and lifting with good form, learning how to engage the muscle groups that we want in each lift, and progressively overloading the weight that we lift so you actually get stronger at these lifts. That's going to be a great indication of you getting stronger and that you're gaining lean muscle mass. And why do you want to do that? Simply, by gaining lean muscle mass, you're going to cause what's called body recomposition. You're going to increase the amount of muscle mass you have and decrease the amount of fat mass you have, which ultimately will totally transform your body. So this is where a lot of people will go, well, hang on a minute, I don't want to gain loads of muscle mass. I'll get really, really heavy and really, really big. Now, remember, muscle mass is much denser than fat. And what I mean by this is, for example, let's say this is 5 pounds of fat mass. This is 5 pounds of muscle mass. All right. You can see the muscle occupies a heck of a lot less room. And in that example there, if you were to drop 5 pounds of body fat, gain 5 pounds of muscle, the scale wouldn't actually go anywhere. However, as you could see from how much less room it takes up, you would look completely different. That sort of change could sort of equate to, for women, 2, maybe 3 dress sizes change. That is huge. By focusing your attention on lifting a lot more, getting really good at the big movements, you take the stress out of constantly tracking, constantly being in a deficit and chasing things that way. You're not going to be hungry because, if anything, we're going to keep you at maintenance, maybe a slight surplus. You're going to feel really, really good and strong because you're going to feel that you're getting so much better at your lifts, stronger at your lifts. You're going to feel stronger. You're going to see that shape adds to your physique. So, guys, you're going to build that wider V taper. Your shoulders will be broad. You'll come in a lot more. Your legs will be more athletic. Women, you're going to add shape to your arms, your shoulders, your legs, your glutes as the waist starts to come in. You're actually going to get the results that you've been describing to me that you wanted, okay? And it's probably going to be a hell of a lot more enjoyable than initially starting with your calorie deficit. And when you've started to put this muscle mass on and you've got good at lifting, Your weight might not have gone anywhere, but I promise you will look completely different, and for the better, in my opinion. You'll have more shape, and you'll probably actually be smaller in terms of dress sizes, trouser sizes, shirt sizes, things like that. Once you've added a bit of muscle mass on, then start your calorie deficit, and then what you'll do is that body fat will come down, and all that hard work to build all that lean tissue, muscle mass, you're really going to start to see those results when you drop the fat, because now when the fat drops, you've got muscle mass and shape, and you're going to have that definition and that muscular tone, and you're going to look 100 times better than if you just started straight in the calorie deficit. So the take home is, guys, is get good at lifting, get stronger, add some lean mass, and when it comes to that fat loss phase, you'll be so thankful you bothered to invest the time, and it would be a hell of a lot less stressful because you're not going straight into a calorie deficit where you start getting a bit tired, a little bit lethargic, and your results will honestly be about 10 times better. Just play a slightly longer game for infinitely better results. If you've got any questions, guys, or you want to learn how to lift safely, drop a comment below, message me, and I'll get right back to you. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for listening, and I will see you tomorrow.